want to say this. When we were young, I've been meaning to say that. I said it on I Had the Building. I'm just saying something again so I can get it out on this site. But anyway, when we were young, me and my brother, the one that's here, still here, he the one came up with the studio idea. He the one that bought everything and everything. We had no clue on what to buy for a studio. Trust me. Uh, I wasted a whole $7,000 on equipment. It was all wrong, and we lost. We didn't lose our money. I wanted a studio equipment. I went and bought a whole band equipment. I spent $7,000 on band equipment. But we kept it because we needed that too, because just in case of tours and stuff. So we kept that. But my brother, we was always treated slow. They was always doing stuff to dumb us down. And they programmed us to do things to one another growing up. But they didn't do nothing to make us stronger. My brother, my mom, and my pop, and a couple of others, we was actually reincarnated together at the same family tree. But it was something happened during the incarnation that damaged all of us, you know. Or it definitely damaged, you know, them. And what I mean by that is we were supposed to be working together, but we wound up attacking each other. Anyway, I just got a shower now. Anyway, so what I'm trying to say is, I remember, y'all, how we was treated and what they programmed us to do as kids to one another. And I seen the effect on families that kind of programming does to people. And that's what we as black people gonna have to start working on. We got a lot of work to do. It's more than just getting money and doing this and doing that. We gotta work internally with one another. We gotta figure out how to start back building with each other, working with each other, and don't be so quick to kill each other. I don't even know why people doing that anyway, because the gun take the fun out of things. We here in the country, we really just use gun for protection and hunting. You just to go out there and hurt somebody because they beat you up. Well, you supposed to go and train and learn how to duck. You ain't supposed to be going to act like a duck. You supposed to go learn how to train. You supposed to go train yourself, learn how to duck, weave, you know, pivot, and then get back in the game. You don't do that. You don't kill nobody. Your friend gonna pick on you. That's good. That's all healthy for you. All that's healthy for you. All that's healthy for you. But I just want to do this for my brother. I want to say I appreciate it, because I wouldn't have never got into music. I was much younger than him. I would have never got into music if it wasn't for you. Me and him both like the same artists. One of his favorite artists, man. He loved Master P, and we both love Tech Nine. You know, different artists. I ain't gonna say them all. I'm talking about going back. I'm going back before a lot of y'all was even out. So, but we were just trampled on, y'all. We were the youngest out of all the siblings in the family, and we was trampled on. They still try to manipulate him, but I think he at the point where he just go with the flow, because it's so far deeply rooted. I mean, what you gonna do? They got away with this for so long, but I'm letting y'all know the reason why he didn't die is because he from the same family tree too. And I want you to know, you need to start doing you and being you, because you're an angel as well. And don't get caught up in that mess, because it's harder for an angel in hell. I ain't saying you is or you ain't, but I know you still try to do what you can to help out. You know what I'm saying? At least he'll bring a good meal around every now and again. He cooked good too, you know. But like I said, he built the studio. And I was so hard on you in the studio, and I hate that because he was the only person I could trust to help me in the studio. And I was so hard on you. And I am so sorry for being that hard on you. You did not deserve that. And I feel like I ran you off. I felt like I ran you off. And you know, God had to work with me. God really just started working with me just deeply. And y'all don't get it out there. Like, I was hard on men, period. You know, I wasn't no people. Women would say I was, you know, this and that to them because they was putting on the front for this mess that's going on. But I was hard. I was a man. You know what I'm saying? I ain't bothered with them like that. They bothered me. I was hard on men though. You come around in the studio, and it was his studio. But I'm just saying, no matter who it was, I was hard on people, bro. No matter who it was, didn't matter who they was. And sometimes I feel like I ran people out, but I know it's part of this program now. But growing up, I started getting a lot harder on people. It just came with the territory, basically. And he was hard on me too. Now we was hard on. We were programmed to hurt each other. We were programmed to kill each other. So we had to grow past that. We had to get past that. So that's why I'm telling y'all, I was bigger than this. When God knew y'all were gonna mess up the art, God knew y'all were gonna mess up my music. God knew that. That's why God gave me this gift with this book. That's why I tell y'all out there, you'll never get this book. I hold that book dear to my heart with God. I ain't writing it down there, and God keep it installed in me. It's in my heart. It ain't in my mind. It's in there with God. And I appreciate it, and I enjoy it, because I can live in my mind, and it's real. It's like bringing the spiritual to the physical, and I'm so thankful that a lot of y'all went back to them old tarots to 2020, cause in 2021, and it says somebody went through a lot, and it talks about empires, and it talks about how somebody accidentally sold their soul, sacrificed their twin flames or whatever, all that, and we all seeing all that unfold. I told y'all, them card reading, y'all angels, y'all who were reading them, read white, black, was a lot of y'all, men, women, a lot of y'all, and I don't even think y'all was affiliated with one another, and y'all was reading the same messages, and the messages kept coming. Some of y'all quit. Some of y'all didn't even want to read card no more. But now y'all know it's some people out there right now that's trying to avoid me, and they still get my readings, because this is the focal point. If you really you come to my energy and you say it's deeper than you think. No, it's deep for all of us. People must understand inheritance ain't just for that family. Inheritance in living color. I ain't saying y'all got an inheritance, but I'm saying it looked like generational wealth. It was generational wealth. In living color was generational wealth. Okay, generational wealth. In living color, look at how many people. We wouldn't know Jim Carrey today. See what I'm saying? That's generational wealth. That's what it looked like. And when it go in the right direction, it helps a lot of people. We wouldn't know a lot of these celebrities today if it wasn't in living color. Honestly, when I look at Tech and people Tech Nine and living color, if it was me, I put up funds in for people like that. Give them more money, even though they got it all. Just to show you ain't hating and get rid of the hate in your heart. That's what I had to do in the street. When I seen other plugs, everybody else doing better than me, riding better than me, I congratulate them. And that helped me, that kept me, and that strengthened me and kept me from being a hater. When somebody's wife came over, if somebody's wife was coming to the block and I knew they were married, I'd tell them street cat, when the other street cat trying to holler, I don't care, I'd say they married. I say that, if they shooting, let's say they shooting dice. I say that girl married, man. I don't care. I say that's the problem. You don't care. 9/11. You don't care. We ain't trying to create more poverty homes. We ain't trying to create more broken homes. We don't need no more addicts on the street. We don't need no more prostitutes on the street. We don't need no more of that. We already perfected in that. If it's any business my people know, it's the streets. And you know what? The same rules apply to all businesses. You gotta invest, you gotta re-up, and you gotta save your money the right way. And you gotta re-up, you gotta spend more money and re-up just to get more money. Same thing, bro. Same rules apply. You don't want somebody that's, you don't want to add it selling your work, do you? You see what I'm saying? You don't want to add it selling your work. See what I'm saying? Same rules apply. You ain't gonna hire, if I own a car lot, I ain't gonna hire a car thief. See what I'm saying? You gotta start using your mind. We gotta start using our minds. But anyway, I wanna tell you, if it wasn't for you, I wouldn't have learned how to read good. I wouldn't have learned how to step my game up for myself. I wouldn't have learned how to be. I was all street when you started that studio. I had no clue. I was full-fledged gangster. I had no clue on nothing else. So if it wasn't for that studio, I trapped myself in that studio. Before you know it, I was in that studio for 20 years. That was 20 years off the street, really. The other streets came into the studio, but I was no longer on the streets. Different rules apply. So I grew and I evolved. And I know, I want to say this too. The way I'm getting attacked, you might not understand what I got going on, but you got attacked as well. Because that studio was running good enough. That studio was running proper enough. It was the people that's hating on us, that's trying to hide us and rob us and steal us, our own family, sacrificing us for $1. We got to sacrifice it so we can feed the people. Because your soul gone and you ain't got no soul. You ain't had a soul in so long. We trying to save you too. We want to save you too. That's the reason why a lot of this is going on. We need to save you too. Because you ain't going to no good place after doing all this. And we need you to go to a better place. You're going to want to go to a better place. You're going to wish you did right so you could go to a better place. To those of you who stole our life, to those of you who turned my family life upside down, to those of you who sacrificed the family so you could live a double life. That's all that kind of destiny swapping stuff is. I know people who done destiny swap so much that they told, when I was young, I used to hear older people, older than me, say, they friends was telling them, man, you done messed your life up. No, it ain't, because I'm doing this. It's a whisper. I ain't know what they were talking about. Then they're like, ha, 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 you going to live a double life, ain't you? And I ain't get it to the day. I get it now. That means they're going to sacrifice their kids after they get through ruining their own life. That's how long this kind of magic been going on, and it needs to stop, and it's going to stop, and it's going to stop with me. And I'm the last one. You laughed at me. You said, you laughed at me real good, real good. You said, what you mean it's going to stop with you? Well, it's stopping, ain't it? Y'all out there getting sick and everything. Wish you never even thought about this. I don't see you laughing no more. Some of y'all still got the audacity to laugh, but that's that energy, that's that entity inside of you. Want to keep you going. That's a bullseye. That's what we got. We'll get him last. We'll get her last. Bullseye. We'll get him last. We'll get her last. Bullseye. Don't never forget it. Everybody else getting got, you gonna get got too. Nobody playing with y'all out there with your little creepy theater. The best you can do for your own people is to put them on display and hurt them and belittle them in the best way fashionably and call yourself a man or a woman. You ain't never seen the daylight. You ain't never seen the light of being a man or a woman. I can prove it, because I've been begging you. I've been telling as much as I could possibly tell on you without saying the name of you, just to get you to pull up in my yard, because I know you know who I am. You know where I'm at. You know where I am. You know exactly where I am. That's why you came here, to sacrifice who I am. And you can't come in my face now that you done sacrificed who I am. You ain't gonna be no man. You ain't seen a man. You couldn't be a man if you want to be a man. Now, let me calm down. So I forgive you too. But God will, may God will be done for you. I want my Father will. I am so happy and I'm so proud of my Father God, because he handled this so well. And he taught me how to, he brought the best out of me. He brought something out of me that I ain't even know ever lived in me. I thought I was an absolute and complete utter loser the way my family raised me. And I never knew I had this potential in me until 2020. And that's sad that y'all can do. This ain't just in my family. This been going on with our people for a long time around the world. And this is why we are in poverty. It ain't got nothing to do with this. It's drugs and stuff it's drugs in the hill like it's drugs in the slum. Why the slum gotta look like this? Ain't nobody playing with y'all out there, bro. You playing with yourselves. You playing with yourselves. Talking about you don't start no war with nobody. You want to go back to slavery? That's a gimmick. That's a gimmick. I don't even want to hear when I hear people say, well, we need to go to war, and you look like me. I feel like you working for the enemy. You know damn well we ain't got our karma good yet. You know damn well we ain't got no justice. We ain't got no business worrying about going to nobody war, even our own war. We are not going to win. We done gave up everything that got something to do with our Father God. You don't remember that war years ago? I think they even had this book. They read us this in the history book in high school, where we lost the war and the enemy was like, the enemy had lost the war. They kept losing the war. Why we keep losing the war? And we taught them God, and then they took God from us, and then we started losing the war. You ain't read between the lines yet? That's why I said our women ain't got no choice but to wake up. So you might well get used to not having nothing. You might well get used to Walmart clothes. You might well get used to dollar store clothes. Because all that over-exaggerating, all that overspending and all that, whatever the hell y'all call life living, it ain't living. Living in poverty, living wretched and ratchet and loving it, it's irrelevant. You're going to have to wake up. Or the men can wake up first. Either way it go, when one of us wake up, everybody going to wake up. We can't keep supporting this kind of action from ourselves. I ain't looking at no other nationality. It's impossible when you know as much as I know and see it the way God showed me. There ain't no reason to look at nobody else. Back in my days, there was so many real people in the street. I remember when they flooded the street with the drugs and they locked up our best people. And back in them days, when somebody came around with them little organization stuff, you know, you can do this chain, you put them in the chain, you second, and they'll tell you to get on if they don't beat you on. Now, telling y'all it's time to wake up now. Quit looking at other nationalities and wondering if they're going to help us wake up. It ain't no reason for them to help a giant to wake up. That don't even make sense. Now, I gotta calm down. But anyway, this ain't even about this situation. This is about me thanking you for building that studio. And that's why I never really went in on you. Cause I know you don't know, you were programmed just like I was. You know what I'm saying? You would miss you just like I was. And I apologize for whatever I have done to you, especially back in them studio days. Because I was wrong. I was very wrong. And I want you to know that. You was an awesome brother. We had good times with you, real good times with you. You were funny as hell. He was one of the ones who would get set up to help us do a drive-by. He wouldn't know what's going on. He'll be driving car, we ain't even got license. We got guns and everything. We got no license. And bro, he get caught up, bro. he get caught up, bro. Woo. And so I apologize for all that, bro. I apologize for all that, man. Cause hey, one time, bro, we had so much stuff in the car. The cops pulled us over. The cops pulled us over, bro. There was a bunch of G's in the car. We were all in there, and my brother was in there with us. Cop pulled us over. My brother was so scared because he done got caught up with us so much. He told the cop, if you find anything in here, it ain't mine. Man, we all went to jail. we all went to jail, folks. Hey, I apologize for all that, bro. You know what I'm saying? I apologize for all that. I'm glad you still here so you can hear this apology. I hope you hear this apology. But I always looked up to you, and I'm proud of you. You know what I'm saying? Because you went through as much as I did. You know, you went through more. You went through more. Because you was treated wrong. You was treated more wrong by women than I was. And I apologize for that too. So, thank you for everything. And I love you. You know, you my brother, I love you. And I try my best to keep you out of this mess, because I know you didn't deserve it no way. But anyway, that's all I want to say, y'all. I hope this help other people out there. And I'm going to tell y'all, man, our people, let's fix this. God is working on it. God is working on it. God is working on it. And I'm telling y'all out there, I know y'all names and stuff. I know y'all names and stuff. If I know y'all name, it don't matter who it is. Your names is out here. It's worse if God is saying your name. It's worse if God is saying your name. I hope one day the family learn from this and come back together the right way and never do this again. And anybody who ever try to, I hope this make us stronger than we was when we was strong. Now, peace and love out there. Amen.